I don't know if you saw the whole national student march protest today about the violence and want more security. I spent over about 45 minutes yesterday talking to one of the principals in Colorado. It was actually, he was a principal of the high school in Meade, Colorado, small town where my son goes to, James. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not for guns. But the NRA is one thing that they do say true, is that guns do not kill people, and it is true. They are a tool. They're a weapon. Just like this cactus right here could be a weapon if you slapped it in somebody's eye in their face. Is the cactus the weapon? Is that the danger of this world, that cactus? It's been with a tool that's been used. If you take away guns, it'd just be something else that would be used. Bombs, grenades. Because they've actually disarmed the people of Chicago with handguns, and the violence has not been improved whatsoever. It's actually gotten worse. I'm not saying I support guns, but I will say this. It's another distraction. You see, they don't want you to know who the true enemy is. The enemy is actually within us, right? We are the one. It's even the prisoner. We are the one in the many, right? And so, I talked to the principal about that. They're sending in all the security and extra things they sent in today to more police force. Police force is not the answer, folks. It begins in the home. I've said this many times. What happens in that home spreads to the neighborhood, to the block, the cell, the prison cell, to your school, right? Then to the town or county, right? And the county to your state, to your country, and to the world. You see, it begins at home. You got to protect that home, right? And that's what, so we had this conversation with the principal about that, because they spent $36 million. It's called St. Vrain Valley School District, just to north where it's got a bunch of small towns. $36 million trying to improve the security the last year. And they still haven't achieved security. You never will. You never will. Because you got to fix the root of the problem. And they don't want you to know what the root of the problem is. It's the families. Look how many divorce cases we have. The divorce rates are out the roof. We've got a lot of single parents, both males and females. We have failed as a society. And that's why you're going to say, Kirk, what about this reset? That's why you have to reset, because we are failing, and it's going to continue failing, get worse. We should be thankful that we're going to reset before we destroy each other completely. Well, I hope we don't, right? So that's the thing is, who is the enemy? It's actually us. We're the ones that let the power of the evil come over and take advantage of somebody coming down the road here. That is cool. So that's the issue we're facing, my friends. And that's actually where I haven't seen nobody all day today. So that's what I'm going to tell you, that we've got to fix the families, and we got to work together. I've lost my family's whole mission and things like that. Even my son would not bother calling me from the school system. The principal, I told him, I said, it's not your responsibility. See, it's not the school system responsibility. It's the home, the parents. It's not a team effort. And even when I was a baseball coach, they let me try to manage and had parents showing up drunk and pick up their kids. Yeah, there's like they treat it as a what would you call it, babysitting, right? We're not a babysitter, but I can teach them, and I was actually glad I did, because we had a great team, and we got to change some of those people. Told my mother all about it. There's some students who are violent, angry, and hateful, and we actually thanked them. The parents said, my God, my kid loves baseball, and I'm trying to boast, because even my coaches, we were the best. We cared about them, right? So the other thing is, it begins at home, and I can go on about it. See, distractions, more distractions. It's the guns. Blame those guns. Those guns are killing. They're the tool. The thing that we got to control our minds and control our respect for the people. That's the issue, right? That is the ultimate problem. You got to fix ourselves, because no matter what, there's always going to be a tool or weapon. Even the Americans had bow and arrows. So you got to solve the solution. And they got the students out there holding signs saying, no more guns. But I tell you what happens in society, if you took away the guns, I'm not for guns, but I tell you what, you don't think the Lumontian financiers would love that situation? They'd run you over in 10 seconds. They'd throw you, and they'd have complete control of this country. Did you know that? So I'm not saying that I support guns. I'm saying that somebody's got to defend this country. We should defend it with our minds and our words and our mouth. But I tell you what, even some of the apostles, I think they carried whips, right? And knives. Not saying that they should have ever carried those, but reading their scripture. Now, was that defense? They actually did use them as defense sometimes. It was inappropriate, and the Lord had to correct them on their behavior. All right. So let's hope that this fixes the situation, and let's focus. We got to fix our world. And I hope he doesn't get stuck